Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, I'm so excited to present you an up-close and personal, in-depth look with the all-new 2018 Dodge Charger Daytona. Now this particular model is actually the Canada's best-selling cars out there. And it's also got the performance gauges, launch control, G-force, dyno features. I'm going to be showing you that as well as more in depth later in the video. My goal with this video is to teach you everything you ever wanted to know about it. I'd like to extend a big thanks and special shout out to Northway Chrysler Motors in New Liskeard, Ontario for providing this opportunity today. For more information about their contact info and inventory, please feel free to check out their website provided in the description box below. So without further ado, let's go and start her up, let it run. Now this marquee system comes standard on the 2018 Dodge Charger Daytona, so you're able to wirelessly lock and unlock the vehicle by just keeping the key fob in your pocket. Okay, over here. Tap this button once to lock. You have to wait in a second, grab behind the handle, and it automatically unlocks it. Push button start is also standard on the Dodge Charger Daytona. So if you want to start, all you have to do is to make sure you have the key fob inside the vehicle, then hold your phone on the brake, and hit the dash mounted button to go. Now the Dodge Charger Daytona comes equipped with a rack and pinion steering, with a 3-spoke leatherette steering wheel with color accent stitching over here. They're black. It looks like carbon fiber over here on that side over here. And a Dodge logo, horn logos, the chrome accent on the airbag cover, and your SRS logo. Airbags located over here on the steering wheel. As far as transmissions, the Dodge Charger Daytona comes equipped with the automatic transmission, with the manual shifting mode located over here. You also have paddle shifters located over here, plus and minus. You can activate it on the M mode. And when you put the vehicle in reverse, you have your backup camera with guidance lines located over here. Check entire surroundings. It's pretty nice. Alright, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and flip on the headlights. Has automatic lights. Then we'll switch on the fog lights and hazards. Got the automatic driver's side window located over here. Now let's go check out the exterior. And when you're closing the door and carrying the key fob with you, the vehicle will chime a few times. It'll let you know if the proximity key fob has left the vehicle's interior. Now on the Dodge Charger Daytona, it does come equipped with a 5.7-liter Hemi V8 in it. And it's got all 4 different engine choices, such as the 3.6-liter V6, 5.7-liter V8, and 6.4-liter engine, 6.4-liter V8, as well as the 6.2-liter V8 found in the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat and the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. And the 6.2-liter Demon engine is used on Dodge Demon models, as well as the Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, I should say. Pretty nice. Air filter, washer fluid over here, fuse box, everything. It's pretty cool. So let's go over some of the features that the Dodge Charger Daytona is equipped with. Right over here on the touchscreen, you have your AM/FM stereo with the Sirius XM satellite radio. And it's also got Bluetooth. It says connect a Bluetooth audio device. It's got the aux in, USB, and no CD player inside it. It's got climate controls, and it's also got heated and cool seats as well. Heated and cool seats, and Travel Link, Sirius XM Travel Link, and as well as performance control. You can activate the drive mode setup, or the paddle shifters, traction, steering, engine/transmission, current mode, go to launch control mode. For example, those ones are seen on the Dodge Challenger SRT 392 and Hellcat models, or you can call it the SRT Hellcat. For example, you can change the RPMs to about maximum. For example, I went on a ride on a Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. It was a 2016 model. It was a maximum 3,500 RPMs. This one's at 3,000 RPMs. For example, you can, so let's say we put the launch RPMs to about 2,000 RPM. Right now I have the launch RPMs to about 2,000 RPM. Once that's all done, just go ahead and put the vehicle in drive, and then you just press activate launch control, and then it'll give you a message on the dashboard, and then it'll say press brake and quickly apply full throttle. And it's pretty standard, so you just hold your phone on the gas, put on full throttle, and it holds the RPMs right at 2,000 RPM, and then let go of the brake, and then you just quickly take off. Just like the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat I rode in. It's pretty nice. So let's go over another feature that this car has. It's also got the Wi-Fi hotspot, free Wi-Fi. And then you just go ahead and enable Wi-Fi hotspot by clicking on this switch here, this button here. Enable it or disable it. Turn it off or on if you like. And then as soon as you turn it on, the Wi-Fi hotspot, the icon appears. That lets you know that you have the system on. And it's best to leave the system turned off when not in use. So now let's go over here to performance pages. And right here you have your G-force. And here's your steering angle over here. I have it set at 0 degrees. And that reminds me of Chris Fix. I'm going to show you that. Got the voice commands on the steering wheel, so we'll go ahead and press it here. Help.
You can interrupt this help message and give a command by pressing the voice button on the steering wheel. To listen to the radio, say things like tune to 95.7 FM. Tune to satellite channel ESPN. To make phone calls, press the phone pickup button and say something like, call John Smith, work. For help on a specific topic, say the topic name followed by help. Say things like, radio help, media help, phone help, climate help, navigation help, or Sirius XM travel link help. For help on how to use the voice command system, say voice tutorial.
Cancel.
Cancelled.
It'll walk you through everything. It's pretty standard. So here's the steering angle. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the steering wheel to the right as you watch the numbers change. Once again, it reminds me of one of the Chris Fix's drift stang that he's building. And his steering wheel is an angle maxed out at 30 degrees. The steering maxed out at 30 degrees, and then you just remove the rack limiters, and then he got an extra 9 degrees, which is 39 degrees. And then he installed a brand new angle kit, and check it out. Holy smokes, and he got 50 degrees of angle. That is a huge improvement. So we're going to go back to 0. Alright, we're back at 0. 0 degrees steering angle. As you turn the wheels harder, on the right side, you get 450 degrees of steering angle. And when you turn the steering wheel to the left, and then you turn it hard, like that, you get 430 degrees. That is a huge improvement, especially when you're going drag racing. And it's pretty awesome. So now we're back at 0 degrees. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so now we're done checking out this steering angle. Let's go to engine. Here's the engine. Power, torque, and oil pressure, current gear, we're in park. And watch as I rev up the engine, or rev up the car's engine. It's pretty nice. And your oil pressure bar, and it's pretty nice. Or go to the dyno page when you're going on the dyno and see how much horsepower you did, or how much torque. Now over here on gauges, you have your oil temperature, oil pressure, coolant temperature, battery voltage, and transmission temperature, intake air temperature, and more. It's pretty nice. You also have your photo thing. No storage media installed. Check for proper installation or hardware. And you can also take pictures on it, I believe. Timers, acceleration timer, 0 to 100, which means, or 0 to 96 kilometers an hour, which means 0 to 60 miles an hour. Go back to home. And it's pretty much about it for the performance pages. And it's also got Performance Manager or Projection Manager. I didn't mean to say performance. And you also have Assist over here. And it's got the Assist SOS, which reminds me of the OnStar rearview mirrors. OnStar buttons are located on the rearview mirror or the overhead console or near the radio display. And the blue button is the OnStar button, and the white phone button, it was the hands-free calling button, and then the red button was the emergency button when you want to call for help or OnStar emergency. Yeah. One more thing, we're going to check out the vehicle user guide. Alright, so we're on the vehicle user guide. So let's go over some of the things. Vehicle operation and driving controls. Ignition switch. Okay, hold on. Now let's go to vehicle maintenance and go to scheduled servicing, view maintenance. Let's go, for example, 30,000 miles or 3 years. And now over here it says at every oil change, and is indicated by an oil change and indicator system. It says change oil and filter at 30,000 miles, 48,000 kilometers, or 3-year maintenance. And we're going to go to 20,000 miles or 2 years. And that reminds me of when you want to change your fuel filter on your car. Inspect battery and clean and tighten terminals as required at 20,000 miles or 2 years. Inspect brake pads, shoes, and brake rotors, drums, and hoses and parking brake. Inspect engine cooling system protection and hoses. Inspect exhaust system. Inspect engine air cleaner if using in dusty or off-road conditions. Now let's take a look at some of the fuses. For example, we're looking at rear interior fuses and power distribution and cartridge fuse. Let's take a look at some of the fuses. Exterior and interior lighting, power locks, driver door control module, passenger door control module, left spot lamp, fuse spare. The fuel pump relay is for the SRT Demon models, 6.2 liter. That's the fuel pump, but they call it a fuel pump relay. Tire pressure monitor, amplifier, power seats, and the radio, electronic exhaust valve, and airbag, and a fuse for the airbag, and a spare one. But it's pretty nice. So let's go over some of the features on the dashboard. You have your speedometer over here, vehicle info, tire pressure, and your coolant temperature, transmission temperature, oil temperature, and oil pressure, and oil life, battery voltage over here, and your intake air temperature, engine torque. You'll see the engine torque gauge rise up when you rev up the engine. See that? And then we'll go to engine power. See the gauge go up as I rev up the car's engine, and it's pretty nice. So we'll just go back to the tire pressure, and we have performance, 0 to 100 kilometers timer. And we also have that braking assistance, current G-forces, lap timer, lap history, top speed, 111 kilometers per hour. And fuel economy, average, trip info, trip A, trip B, and yeah, audio, messages, screen setup. That's all the 8 options for this vehicle. So we'll go back to the speedometer, and you just press OK for miles per hour, and then you just press OK for kilometers per hour. Pretty standard. Okay. So let's go shut her down and we'll check out the rest of the vehicle. Pretty nice seat. Pretty cool seat to sit inside the Dodge Charger Daytona. There's 2 USB ports over here. Heated seats on the back. Very nice, but pretty cool. Daytona logo. I'll check out the trunk over here. As you can see over here on the Dodge Charger Daytona, it's got extra cargo space. We want to put a spare tire in there in case you have a flat tire. And emergency release over here in case you want to, yeah, it's pretty nice. Extra cargo space is equipped. Backup camera. Yeah. So we'll check out the passenger side over here. Pretty cool, but awesome. It's got the owner's manual equipped with it. Drive mode. Owner's manual. 2018. April 17th, 2018. And it's a pretty nice feature to use. Daytona logo. Well everyone, I hope you enjoy my review on the all-new 2018 Dodge Charger Daytona. Be sure to stay tuned next time for more videos just like this. And remember, once again, like, subscribe, favorite, and if you want to check out my website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram page, they're both listed in the description below, so you can easily find them. And then you can check out my other videos. Take care. Have a good day.